everybody. So today I want to talk to you guys about something a little different. If you work in retail, then you will relate to this. If you don't work in retail, then you will relate to this. So everyone's happy. Let's get started. So this video is going to cover some of the tips that I've learned over the years of working in retail. I've worked in retail for 3 years. I absolutely love it. There are of course days when I'm meh, but for the most part I love it. So one of the first and most important things that you could ever learn from working in retail is that sometimes the customer is right. I know that we joke around about how the customer is not always right, but for the most part, they are right. And it makes you look really dumb if you start arguing with customers and they end up being right. And it happens to everyone all the time. So it's really important to be able to realize as you're talking to a customer and you're realizing that you're wrong, to be like, oh geez, I'm so sorry. I was wrong, you were right. That's the thing, is everybody loves to hear that they're right, and they love to hear you say that you're wrong. So being able to realize that you can be wrong and swallowing your pride and getting over the fact that you can be wrong is very important, and it makes the job a whole lot easier if you just accept the fact that yes, you can be wrong and move past that. And on the same point, the associate can also be right on many occasions. And I've had so many times when I'm working where the customer doesn't believe me when I tell them that something is what it is and they think it's this way. And I'm like, no, it's this way. And you just gotta gently nudge them and be like, it's okay. You know, I make the same mistake all the time. Relating to the customer is the best way to get along with the customer. If you can be like, oh my gosh, I totally know what you mean, then they're gonna be like, oh, okay. You're giving your customers an experience that they are going to be remembering for, at least the rest of their day. And do you want to be the one to put them in the bad mood? I'm pretty sure you don't, because they will remember that and they will tell your manager. And that's not what you want at all. When you work, and if you're having a bad day or something like that, it's very important to remember that you need to put whatever's going on aside. If you're going through a rough day and somebody cut you off when you were driving to work, you burnt your food or something like that, and it puts you in a really bad mood, you have to put your bad mood aside. You have to, or else your day is going to suck. And customers are going to know that you're in a bad mood, and they are going to be like, oh, well, why do I want to shop here? There are people that work there are in bad moods all the time. The way you act, even if you don't think it does, it really reflects in, the customer's eyes. And it's just really important, and it's hard sometimes to do this too. All of us go through challenges where our days can just be ruined for whatever reason. And talking to another employee about it can help, just be like, oh my gosh, I've had such a rough day. Even that having somebody to be able to relate to with helps the day go by a little bit better. Understanding that you are there to help the customer is a very important thing. While you may be there to fold clothes, put things away, stuff like that, you are mainly there for the customer. And you can't be frustrated when you're doing something and 6 customers are trying to be like, hey, can you help me please? Can you help me? I don't know what's going on. That's my imitation of a confused customer. As you can tell, it's highly accurate. Customers will surprise you sometimes with how they treat you, and it can sometimes really hurt your feelings, because they can be really mean sometimes. And this is a message to everyone who goes to a store. So I'm pretty sure this is a message to a broad spectrum of everyone, including myself. When you go to a store and you have a bad day, do not take it out on us employees. Especially on a busy day, we have a lot to deal with. Giving us a hard time is not going to make your time there any easier. And taking out whatever you're mad about on us is not going to make your problem get any better. And I say that as gently as possible because I understand. Some people just don't like shopping. I get that. I am one of those people. So I understand, believe me, I understand that you can be in a sour mood, but don't take it out on us. It's kind of like how people that work in food and people that work in retail, people that do customer service, have to put up with a lot of crap. And a lot of good things too. We have a lot of good and bad. But when it comes to the bad, it can really leave an impact on your day. It's very just double-sided. The customers can sometimes be really mean, and the associates can sometimes be really mean. And you're never just gonna have one even side of customers being nice or employees being nice. But it's about you, not them. If you can maintain a good attitude and treat the people there like humans instead of like robots, then your day will be better and their day will be better. And to me, making someone's day better is really what this is all about. Like, I want customers to come into the store and leave in a better mood than they came in with, or at least leave with peace of mind that they can get help, you know, from the store, you know, that they can rely on us for what they need. That's like important to me, really important to me. Customer service itself is a challenge. Dealing with returns, dealing with people who come in after a sale is already over and they don't know that. There are so many things. Dealing with Black Friday. Black Friday is itself a spectacle. Everyone knows that Black Friday is awful. No matter where you work, if you are open on Black Friday and you are in retail, it is going to be awful. Customers can also really surprise you in good ways. I've had customers do things for me, that I would have never have like even thought of. And if you want me to talk about that, leave a comment below as well, because I have some crazy stories about things that customers have done for me that I'm like, whoa. The hardest thing for me about working in retail is dealing with shoplifters. That's one thing about shoplifters, is if they're really stupid, you can pick them out and you know who they are, you know what they're up to, and you can sometimes stop them. But dealing with shoplifters can be tough. You just have to make sure that you're not taken advantage of, because they will take advantage of you and they will do things that you're like, really? 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 You just gotta... I mean, shoplifters are always gonna happen, and it's your job to make sure that they don't get away with it. But you know, there's gonna be times when they don't get, like, blah, blah, blah. In conclusion, I hope this video has enlightened you a little bit as to what working in retail is like. I love my job, and sometimes it has its days, but every job has its days. You know, you're not gonna have a perfect day every single time you go to work, but there will be perfect customers that just make your day that much better. So, leave a like if you guys like videos like this. I would love to make more talking about retail and stuff like that. The more encouragement I get, the more it makes me as happy as a cantaloupe. It just makes me want to make all the videos. I will talk to you guys later. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. And I hate mosquitoes with the burning intensity of 1,000 desert suns.